Welcome to Desktop Central Training Program. Before I move on, I want to ensure everyone can hear my voice and view the presentation. Please confirm the same via chat. Thank you for the confirmation. Here is our training schedule. We are at week 6. We are going to discuss about integration between Desktop Central and ServiceDesk Plus product. In case if you want to download the training videos of earlier sessions, please refer the web URL where you can see all the recorded video sessions. We are at week 6. We're going to discuss on the integration between Desktop Central and ServiceDesk Plus product, which is another help desk tool from Manage Engine. Let me introduce myself. I'm Saranraj Kumar. I have in total 6 years of experience working with Manage Engine products. I do implementation and training of Desktop Central, OS Deployer, and mobile device management products. So what's going to be our agenda for this training session? So we'll discuss on the architecture between Desktop Central and ServiceDesk Plus integration, and how to set up the integration between these two applications. And then I have taken 3 to 4 different use cases based on problem solution approach. The first one is troubleshooting an audio issue for a user from ServiceDesk Plus product with the help of the integration, and how to make use of all the software packages of Desktop Central within ServiceDesk Plus product, installing applications from a service request. And then software deployment based on approval. We have approval mechanism in Desktop Central using self-service portal, which can be integrated with ServiceDesk Plus product. And then how to keep an updated inventory of software and hardware information in ServiceDesk Plus product with the help of Desktop Central integration. Moreover, I'm going to discuss a few other use cases and how to solve them with the help of integration. At the end of the session, we have a few frequently asked questions and the answer for them. And in between, if you have any questions, please post it in our chat session, chat window. We have expert panel who can answer your questions immediately. All right, supported operating systems with respect to the integration between Desktop Central and ServiceDesk Plus product. Currently, we manage Windows and Mac operating system. So what are the features integrated between these two applications? Asset data. The Desktop Central agent collects all the inventory of software and hardware details from all the client machines and post the data to Desktop Central server, and the server will periodically update the information to ServiceDesk Plus product after the integration. And software packages. Software deployment is one of the features of Desktop Central, which can be integrated with ServiceDesk Plus application, which allows the administrators to create a task from a service request within ServiceDesk Plus product. And advanced remote control. You can initiate a remote session from a service request of ServiceDesk Plus product, which is going to use the Desktop Central agent to initiate remote session. There are lots of advantages over that. We're going to discuss that in detail in our upcoming slides. Raising request from system tray. So Desktop Central agent has an option to raise request from agent tray icon. There are a few benefits of raising requests from agent tray icon, such as recording the session, what is happening in the backend, or taking the screenshot of the messages. So we're going to discuss that in our upcoming slides. And creating alerts and tickets. So Desktop Central has an option to generate alerts in case of new hardware is detected or removed, software is installed or removed. Those alerts will be created as a ticket in ServiceDesk Plus product. how Desktop Central and ServiceDesk Plus products are integrated. So this is a typical architecture of the integration. After the integration, whatever commands you initiate from ServiceDesk Plus product from a service request, that will yield Desktop Central server. Desktop Central server will search for the relevant agent machine and performs the operation. For instance, when we raise a request for software deployment and we initiate software deployment from ServiceDesk Plus product, that reaches Desktop Central server, and Desktop Central server will search for the client machine, and the agent will perform the operation and send the status back to Desktop Central server, and Desktop Central server will send the status back to ServiceDesk Plus server. This is the same case for asset data as well. So whenever there's a new asset information fetched from the client machines, the Desktop Central server will generate an XML file and put it in the ServiceDesk Plus server product in bin folder, and Desktop Central server, whatever information posted as an XML file, ServiceDesk Plus server will read that information and update its CMDB. Setting up the integration. So this is really important when you initiate the integration for the first time, how to set up the integration between Desktop Central and ServiceDesk Plus product. So basically, this involves two major steps. The first one is creating API key in both the products, which is actually done for authenticating the communication between Desktop Central and ServiceDesk Plus product. Because after the integration, we are going to initiate tasks from ServiceDesk Plus product. So the Desktop Central server should authenticate the request from ServiceDesk Plus application. Likewise, when we want to initiate something from Desktop Central, sending a request to ServiceDesk Plus product, ServiceDesk Plus product should authenticate Desktop Central, vice versa. So we have to create API key and put it in both the products to authenticate the communication. The next step involves what features to be integrated. So as we discussed, there are a few features, asset information to be posted, software deployment, advanced remote control. So those features can be chosen in Desktop Central product to be integrated between these applications. So let me explain how I can integrate these two products by following these two steps. Let me go to the console of Desktop Central and ServiceDesk Plus product. So as per our steps, the first step involves creating API key in both the products to authenticate the communication. So I logged in as an administrator to Desktop Central console, as you can see. And going on to the admin page, and I have integrations as in a section. And under the integration, I have a ServiceDesk Plus settings and a help desk settings and API key generation. So when I click on API key generation, so I have two accounts added to the product. So I currently logged in as DC admin. So I'm going to click on regenerate to generate a new API key. When you do it for the first time, you will see generate as an option. Since I have already integrated these two applications, I see regenerate. So I'm going to regenerate the key. So the API key is generated. I'm going to copy this key. After copying the key, I have to ensure that I save this. Only if I save it, the ServiceDesk Plus product can authenticate this new key information. You can see the generation time, that is today at 9 p.m. It's Indian time. So I'm going to ServiceDesk Plus product, and I logged in as an administrator. So I click on admin tab, and if I scroll down, I have general settings. Under general settings, I have ME integrations. So when I click on ME integrations, I have options to integrate with a few other products, but my requirement is to integrate Desktop Central So when I click on Edit, so I have application name that is Desktop Central and the server name or IP address where the Desktop Central product is running, and server port. Desktop Central runs on 8020, and the protocol, which is HTTP. And I'm going to copy this, paste the key that I have copied from Desktop Central, and I'm going to test the connection. So the ServiceDesk Plus product will authenticate the API key, which I have generated in Desktop Central, and confirm that it is set properly. So it's taking some time. Let me try again. So pasting the key, and I'm going to click on Test and Connect. All right, so it's taking its own time. Let's not disturb the process. After I get the confirmation that it is authenticated, I will have to create the API key in ServiceDesk Plus product and put it in Desktop Central as per our instructions. So what I will do is I will go to admin section and API key generation. So I will click on regenerate. This ensures I have created a new key within ServiceDesk Plus product. So I will keep the key in a notepad so that I can make use of it. So I'm going to copy the key from ServiceDesk Plus application, and I'm going to put the key in the notepad. So I'm going back to Desktop Central, and under the admin tab, integrations and ServiceDesk Plus settings, and I can go on here. I can put ServiceDesk Plus server name, IP, and the port number, and I can put the key here that I've created, and I can save it. So the ServiceDesk Plus key is properly updated in Desktop Central, and I've got the valid key. That is the indication that I have created the key properly and authenticated the communication. Now, I have to choose what features to be integrated. As we discussed earlier, so these are the features: asset data of computers and mobile devices. So whatever asset information that I fetch using Desktop Central agent, I will post the information to ServiceDesk Plus product immediately. And software deployment. So when I want to initiate a software deployment task from ServiceDesk Plus product, I can authenticate ServiceDesk Plus that it can use all the packages that I have created in software deployment module. And adding work log nodes resolution for remote connection. When I want to initiate a remote session from Desktop Central, for instance, I've got a request from one of the technician in ServiceDesk Plus product. The ticket number is 25, and I initiate remote session from Desktop Central. I can put the ticket number, and after I finish the remote session, the particular ticket will be updated with the information, the work log, notes, and resolution. And logging help desk request and alerts as ticket. So I can raise a request from the agent tray icon, as well as the hardware alerts, software alerts can be created as a ticket in ServiceDesk Plus product. All right, so I have done with the integration between Desktop Central and ServiceDesk Plus product by following the instructions. Let's jump on to our real-time use cases, how the integration allows me to handle these use cases easily. So troubleshooting an audio issue for a user. Let's assume that I'm a technician working with Desktop Central and ServiceDesk Plus products. So I've got a request from one of the users that he's experiencing audio issue on the computer. So how will I go about and fix with the help of integration? So I go to ServiceDesk Plus product and I click on request. So I see all the requests, the one that is received for audio listening problem. So I click on the request. Now, I open the request. I see ServiceDesk Plus related information such as incident type, uh, which asset is associated with this particular ticket. So this is the machine. So now I understand that this is a problem with the client machine audio driver related issue. So I want to go ahead and update the new drivers on the computer. So I want to connect to the machine to see if I can fix the issue. So what I will do is I will go ahead and remotely connect using agent. So we have different options here. Agent is something when you initiate based on agent, it is going to use desktop central agent. And also I have other options which are given by ServiceDesk Plus product. So agent, when I choose, this option is going to use our desktop central agent for remote connection. So this is a feature that is integrated between desktop central and ServiceDesk Plus product. So let me initiate a remote session so I can fix the issue. So I have successfully remoted into the computer, and let's assume that it's a issue with a driver. I can go ahead and update the new drivers. And when I want to make use of some quick launch options here, like command prompt, computer management, that is device manager, control panel, and event viewer. And I can also make sure that I reboot the machine, reboot in safe mode, log off, shut down. So when I do a reboot, it's going to automatically connect to the session again. I don't have to initiate this remote session from the product once again. And I can also perform admin tasks like disk cleanup, task scheduler, updating the group policy. Let's assume that I want to transfer some driver software to the the remote machine. I can use a file transfer option from the native machine to the remote machine. I can transfer files. And I can also initiate chat with the end user. So the chat session, if I want to chat with the user to confirm that the issue is resolved, he can listen to the audio. I can chat with the end user. So after making the necessary changes on the client machine, I will go ahead and close the remote session, and I will go to ServiceDesk Plus service request, and I will be able to see the history. So who has initiated remote session, that is the technician name and the IP address and machine. So I can see the complete work log, and I can add some resolution for this ticket. So what I have done, which resolves the issue. So what I have done is I have initiated a remote session from a service request using desktop central agent. And after finishing the session, I have updated the work log so that I can refer in the future, and I can go ahead and close the support request. So this made my life easier. Instead of going to desktop central to initiate a remote session, I can initiate the remote session within ServiceDesk Plus product with the help of integration. Okay, so next use case is initiating software installation from SDP support request. All right, let's think about a scenario that I get a request from one of the user to install certain applications on their machines. If I get a request, I will go to Desktop Central and add the package for the application. And then I will initiate a software deployment task and install the package to the requested client machine. Here, I have to jump between two products. ServiceDesk Plus product, I will get the request and check the request, and I go to Desktop Central to initiate the software deployment task. What if I have an option within ServiceDesk Plus product and initiate software deployment? This is what the purpose of integrating software deployment feature between Desktop Central and ServiceDesk Plus product. So let me demonstrate how I can achieve this requirement. So I go to ServiceDesk Plus product, and I click on request page. Let's assume that I've got a request from one of the user that he needs MS Office 2016. So if I just open this request, then I go to action, and I see ServiceDesk Plus related options like merging request, duplicate request, and the asset which is associated with this particular service request, I can associate from here. Let's say this is a device which requested the particular application. Now, I don't have any option from here that I can initiate a software deployment of MS Office 2016. But I have this package in Desktop Central product. I go to software deployment, and under the packages, I have added the package for MS Office. So I will search for MS Office. So I got MS Office 2016. So creating a task from here, it's pretty easy, though I need to initiate the software deployment from the service request. How I can make it work? There are certain procedures to be followed. So when you raise a request for software deployment application request, there is a portal which we can use in ServiceDesk Plus product. It's called as self-service portal. I can create a self-service catalog for software application request. And whenever I request as a user following the self-service portal for application request, that will reach ServiceDesk Plus product, and I will have an option to initiate software deployment within the service request. So let's assume that I go to admin tab to create a service portal. It's taking its time. So let me refresh the page to see if I can connect. All right, so going on to the admin tab, and I will search service catalog. So here is the one. So I click on service catalog, and I have the catalog for different services, service request. The one that I'm interested in is software related catalog. So when I click on it, I have predefined templates. So I can use the one, request a software installation. So I can click on request a software installation, and I see the ServiceDesk Plus related items like a request type, mode, level, who has to authorize the request. So I can make all these changes as I need. But the one which I'm interested, the setting is so workflow. Under workflow, if I scroll down, I have two options: run script and install uninstall software. So I will have to click on this to enable it. So it's already been enabled. I have already created one. So I have to ensure that it is enabled, install uninstall software. This ensures I see install uninstall option within the service request action menu. So I will make sure that I save this configuration. After making this configuration change, if I go to ServiceDesk Plus product, service request, right, and I will go to the MS Office 2016 request. I go to action. Now I can see install uninstall software. So this is how I make sure that I get an option from the service request of ServiceDesk Plus product to initiate the software deployment package of Desktop Central. So this is possible only if I integrate these two applications. So I go to install, uninstall software. So I can go ahead and fetch the applications packages from Desktop Central, and I choose the package of MS Office 2016, and I can initiate the deployment to the respective computer. So let me refresh the page. So I think I have a small concern here. So I'll integrate this application to ensure the integration is properly configured. Desktop Central, and I paste the key that I've copied. TC webinar -lab, and I test the connection. So now if I go to ServiceDesk Plus product and the request, let me open the request here. An action, install. Now it fetched the complete applications list. The reason why I couldn't do it earlier was I wasn't able to integrate Desktop Central and ServiceDesk Plus with a proper key. So I'm going to choose exe package and search for MS Office 2016. And the operation type is install. And I can copy the file, installer file to the client machine or the entire folder. I have different options here. And I will choose the domain machine, and I will choose to whom that should be deployed, workstation. I can choose the particular workstation, and I can click on save to initiate the software deployment task. So once I have initiated, I will be able to see the current status in this ServiceDesk Plus console itself. So what happens after I initiate the deployment task from the service request? The ServiceDesk Plus product will send the command to Desktop Central application. Desktop Central application will search for the particular client machine, because when I have initiated, I have chosen the particular workstation to which I want to install the application. So that machine agent will initiate the software deployment. The application will be installed. The client machine will send the status back to Desktop Central server, and the Desktop Central server will eventually update the status to ServiceDesk Plus product, and I can see the status here in the console. So I can see what I have done. So I can see the status here, and then I can go ahead and close. So this made my life easier. Instead of jumping between these two products, after the integration of software deployment feature between these two applications, I can make use of all the software packages of Desktop Central within ServiceDesk Plus product, and I can initiate software deployment from a service request. All right, so let's jump on to the next scenario. So I've got a request for MS Office 2016, and I have initiated software deployment for the same package to the particular client machine. What if I get the request from 100 machines, from each computer individually, from each user individually? So I get lots of helpers requests to install the same application. There are certain common business applications which everyone needs in your organization. What if I get the request from every one of them? So we have a mechanism here to handle this scenario with the help of integration. So what I can do is I can make use of Desktop Central's self-service portal feature. I can publish certain common business applications to every one of them and make them install the applications themselves instead of I individually deploy applications from each request. So let me explain how this can be handled. If I go to Desktop Central product, and I click on software deployment section of it, and I have self-service portal. So self-service portal gives an option to publish some applications for a group of users. Let's assume that I know every sales member should have MS Office 2016 installed on their machines. Every marketing team should have .NET Framework installed on their machines. Every development team should have .NET Framework installed on their machines. So there are free applications which I want everyone to have it, like browser-related applications, for example, .NET Framework, Java. So what I will do is I will go to packages, and I will add the package for each of those applications first. And we also have templates with the predefined packages of almost more than 1,000 applications. You can create packages easily from here. The product will download the required binaries and add the packages. So these packages are added with the proper silent install arguments and switches. So this makes your life easier to create packages. So after creating all those packages, I go to self-service portal and publish software packages and click on computer, and I have to click on select the particular group. Let's say I have created a group for a finance team or help desk team or sales team, IT manager. So let's assume that I've created a group called finance department. I choose the department, and what I can do is I can search for all the freeware applications like free PDF, CCleaner, Adobe Acrobat, or .NET Framework. So all those applications, drag it and drop it on the box, which says installs without approval. So after moving all the applications to the right-hand side, I can go ahead and click on Publish. So basically, you would see Publish here. Since this package, few packages has been published already to this group, I see Modify. I'm just modifying the existing settings. So I'm clicking on Modify. This ensures the group of machines which are part of finance department would get this information and update its own portal and list all these applications. So the end user can go to the agent tree icon and right-click on it and click on self-service portal. And when it launches the self-service portal, you will see all the applications which are published to them, and they can go ahead and click on install. So this ensures they can install these applications themselves. This reduces the work the efforts I put to resolve each request individually for software application request. So I know that everyone needs these business applications, so I will just simply publish to a group of users. So let me go ahead and show you the second scenario based on this self-service portal. Now we have discussed installing freeware applications. So I need all the freeware applications to be published to everyone. What if I want to install commercial applications? So commercial applications involves license information. So commercial aspects are involved. So I can't just publish the commercial application to everyone. So I want to publish commercial application, for example, MS Office 2016, only to those who need it. So I can publish to anyone, but they have to send a request to me as an IT administrator. I will ensure I will either deny it or approve it. So I will take the control of approving those applications to be installed on their machines. So with the help of self-service portal and the integration between Desktop Central and ServiceDesk Plus product, I can achieve this requirement. The same way, I go to Desktop Center product, and I click on self-service portal and publish software packages, and I click on computer, and I choose a particular group of machines. Let's say this time I choose helpdesk team, and I want to put the business freeware applications to installs without approval, but I want Adobe Acrobat Reader is a business application, but a commercial package. So I want the helpdesk team needs this package. And let's say MS Office 2016. So I put it here. Under requires approval prior to installation. This ensures that these applications are shown in the self-service portal with an option to request for the installation. They can't simply go ahead and install it. They will have to request the administrator. That request will be raised as a service request to ServiceDesk Plus product. Then as an administrator, I will go to ServiceDesk Plus product, and either I will deny or approve based on the requirement. Because if I know that a person does not need the MS Office 2016, even though they approve it, I have an option to deny it. Let's assume that I have clicked on publish, which means this particular group of machines will get this information updated to its self-service portal, and I can go ahead and launch the self-service portal, and I can see those applications under request, for example. So what I can do is I can click on request and put the command why I need this software. I will type the command, the reason why I need it, and I click on send request. It will be raising as a support request, a service request to ServiceDesk Plus product. So let me go to the slide to show you how the self-service portal workflow works. So from the client machine, I open the self-service portal and send the request to ServiceDesk Plus product. But actually how it works is it reaches Desktop Central Server, and Desktop Central Servers created it as a support request and send it to ServiceDesk Plus product. In the ServiceDesk Plus product, I will see it as a approval request, and I will approve it, and ServiceDesk Plus product will send the command to Desktop Central Server, and Desktop Central Server will search for the client machine and installs the application. So I will show you how the service request is displayed in the ServiceDesk Plus product. If I go to ServiceDesk Plus product and Home tab, so I will see the request here as a self-service portal approval request for MS Office 2016 from the particular client machine, and I will go ahead and click on take action. Either I will approve it or reject it. In case if I reject it, I can put the command or some reason why I want to reject it. For instance, if this application is not something required by the client machine, I can just type in the command that you don't need this software, so it will be rejected. So I have approved this application. As we discussed in the flow of diagram, it's going to send the command to Desktop Central and install the application on the client's machine. So after the installation of the package, I can see the status here in the self-service portal that it is installed, requested. So as soon as the request is raised, you will see the status as requested. In case the request is rejected, I will see the request as rejected, and I will see the remarks why it was rejected. And if it's installed, you will see installed at and status as installed. So what I have done is I have made sure that I have got a request for a particular commercial application. I have handled it from ServiceDesk Plus product. But how come this is possible that when I raise a request from Desktop Central, it reaches a service request to ServiceDesk Plus product? I have an option that in Desktop Central, I can configure self-service portal settings and to reach as a self-service portal request to ServiceDesk Plus product. So what I will do is I will create a catalog, self-service catalog, for approval request. Go to the admin section, service catalog, and software. And last time we had created a request, service catalog for requesting software installation. Likewise, we have to create one for SSP approval. So I have already created one. So let me edit it and show you. So the same way, I make sure I enable all the settings. So I create one. I call it as software SSP approval. So I will copy this name and put it in desktop central application. This ensures that when I raise a request from self-service portal of desktop central agent tray icon, it reaches ServiceDesk Plus product as a self-service portal request. All right, our next use case, how to keep an updated inventory of software and hardware. So Desktop Central has inventory management as a feature. So we have agent sitting on all the client machines. Our agent has the intelligence to find out updated inventory of software and hardware and send the data to Desktop Central server. The integration between these two applications ensures that Desktop Central update this recent information to ServiceDesk Plus asset data, that is ServiceDesk Plus CMDB. So apart from that, for example, you can initiate inventory scan from the Desktop Center product. If you go to Desktop Center inventory section, you can initiate manual scan from here, select the machines and initiate scan, or also you can schedule the scan. So this ensures you do the scan on a regular basis and the latest information to be posted to ServiceDesk Plus product. But the thing is, even if you make any changes like software changes, software installation or uninstallation, hardware addition or removal, immediately our agent will scan the machine and the latest information will be posted to the ServiceDesk Plus product through Desktop Central. So when I say information to be posted, it's not the full information, only the latest information. The difference data will be posted to the Desktop Central server. I mean, if you scan the machine for the first time and it finds 100 softwares and you install a new software, only the new software related information will be posted as the inventory scan happens. So when I go to ServiceDesk Plus product and I click on assets, I will see all the asset information like the workstation server detected, the managed machines. If I click on the machine names, I will see all the computers that I manage. So these information will be fetched from our Desktop Central agent, and Desktop Central agent will send the data to Desktop Central server, and Desktop Central server will update the ServiceDesk Plus CMDB. So when I click on the machine name, I can see asset information. I can see the hardware data, software information, what are the softwares installed on this computer. And I will see the ServiceDesk Plus related information such as what are the requests created from this machine, systems relationship between the system and asset. So I can see all the information within ServiceDesk Plus product. The key point is I can make use of Desktop Central agent to send the asset information to ServiceDesk Plus product via Desktop Central, so that I don't have to use two different agents, one for Desktop Central and one for ServiceDesk Plus product. All right, so we are done with our 4 different real-time use cases. Now we'll quickly go through a few other scenarios and how to solve them using the integration between these two applications. All right, I want to notify all users about upcoming fire drill. How can I achieve this? Desktop Central has an option to send announcement to everyone. After the integration, I can make use of the announcement feature of Desktop Central from ServiceDesk Plus product. So if I go to ServiceDesk Plus product, right, home screen, I can create an announcement, add new, and the announcement title, let's say fire drill, and the content, I can type in the content what I need, and I have option to show this announcement between days, and I have some options here. Show to the requester, send this announcement as an email. So the ServiceDesk Plus product has already option. I have certain options like show to the requester. When I enable this option, the end user, the requester, should open the self-service portal to see this announcement. And if I enable this option, send this announcement as an email, I have to type in the email and save it. This ensures that this reaches the webmail email account, and the end user will be able to see only if he opens the email. But if I enable this option, display announcement using Desktop Central, this ensures that ServiceDesk Plus product uses our Desktop Central agent to display the announcement to the end user. They will see the message at the right-hand side bottom corner with a small pop-up window. Let me show you how it looks like. So this is how end users will see the message. So they can see the Desktop Central agent icon, which makes sure that this is displayed through our announcement feature of Desktop Central product. So I want to get some clarification from the requester with regards to printer problem that we reported. What should I do? Let's assume that I have got a request within ServiceDesk Plus product that one of the technician is having a problem to print some documents, is having some issues. So I want to get it clarified. Like, I'm not clear on the issue that he raised, so I want to initiate a conversation by any means to understand the problem properly. So I have option to initiate chat with the technician using this option. So chat feature. So when I initiate chat from here, this uses our Desktop Central agent to initiate a chat. So I can get the clear information and I can proceed with the troubleshooting. To understand the problem better, I would want the users to attach a screenshot or video of the problem. How can I achieve this? Users can raise requests to ServiceDesk Plus product in different ways. The first one is raising a request from self-service portal. Each user have to log in and raise a request by following certain service catalog templates. And another way is raising a request via email directly to ServiceDesk Plus product. And another way is raising request from Desktop Central Agent Tray icon. What makes Desktop Central Agent Tray icon to be different from other methods is you can initiate a request by capturing a video of what is happening in the backend. When you have some problem and that you want to explain it in detail, you want to capture the video of what is happening. You can record the video, or you want to capture the screenshot of what is happening in the backend and send it as a request. So let me assume that I have a problem that I want to show it to the technician. I can click on Send Request to Help Desk, and I choose the subject. So these are predefined tickets. So if I click on Attachment, send the attachment as a screenshot or screen recording. If I say, if I choose screenshot and send request, So whatever I see in the back end will be taken as a screenshot. If I take it as a screen recording, I can start the recording. So the recording will start in 3 seconds. Now it's being recorded. And after I have done with the recording, I can stop it and the request will be sent to ServiceDesk Plus product. So the video will be attached and it will reach the ServiceDesk Plus product. I can go to request and I will search for the one. So this is the file that I'm talking about. So I can download this video and watch it. So this ensures as a technician, I understand the problem clearly and I can proceed with the troubleshooting from this service request. So how come this is possible to raise a request from the agent tray icon? This doesn't come as an option automatically. You will have to go to Desktop Central, Admin tab, and enable the settings, help desk settings, and ensure that I enable help desk settings checkbox and the from email address and what is the subject prefix, the service request subject that you can see. It comes from Desktop Central. You can choose whatever you want. And attachment, whether it should be a PNG, JPG, BMP file, you can choose it. And send as an attachment. You can make sure that the maximum video size is going to be 10 MB. And you can increase one if you want. And tickets, you can create predefined tickets. You can add some templates. Only these templates can be used from here. Send request to help desk. They can see these templates from the drop down, and they can create their message, whatever they want to convey. So after making these necessary changes, I will be able to raise requests from agent tray icon of Desktop Central. So I want to run a script to repair my AV application from all the network computers. Can I achieve this? Absolutely. We have option in Desktop Central that you can go ahead and add all the scripts to our script repository. Under Admin tab, Repository, Script Repository, and add all the scripts that you have. We also have templates, so almost 141 scripts added so far. If you want to make use of any of these scripts, you can go ahead and select them and add it to the repository. After adding it, you will see all the scripts in the repository. So whatever scripts you have in the repository can be used from ServiceDesk Plus product. So you can go to service request. For example, if you open the request that is raised, you can go to action and run script and make use of the script that you have in the Desktop Central portal and select the workstation and save it. So the script will be silently run on the client machine. What are the integration opportunities? Desktop Central is integrated with ServiceDesk Plus product, which is for Manage Engine. We also have integration with other ServiceDesk help desk tools, such as ServiceNow. So if you go to Desktop Central, Admin tab, and Integrations, you will see ServiceNow settings. So you can integrate with ServiceNow product, the ServiceNow URL, username, and password to integrate. So what we discussed so far, like asset information of computers, will be posted to ServiceNow product after this integration. All right, so let's go to the question and answer session. Do I still need both SDP and Desktop Central agent after the integration? You don't need both the agents after the integration. The purpose of integration is to reduce the overhead of having two agents. So after the integration, you can remove ServiceDesk Plus agent, keep only desktops and agent on the client machines, which can be used for initiating remote control, collecting asset information, obviously. Question number 2, I have license to manage 500 nodes in ServiceDesk Plus product, and I have purchased license to manage 1,000 computers in Desktop Central. How does the integration works in this scenario? You have to have the same number of nodes license for nodes in both the products. If you have 1,000 computers in Desktop Central, ensure that you have 1,000 nodes in ServiceDesk Plus product so that you can get the inventory of all the 1,000 machines in ServiceDesk Plus product. Otherwise, we'll have only the first 500 computers in ServiceDesk Plus product. Obviously, you can upgrade your license by contacting our upgrade team. So question number 3, do I need to generate separate API keys for all SDP technicians? It's not required. The integration is done with the help of one API key. So you can create an API key for admin user and integrate both the products. Ensure that the admin user is not removed from the product. If you remove the admin user from the product, the integration will fail. But after creating the integration, after making sure the integration is done, you can create a ServiceDesk Plus technician and allow him to have access to Desktop Central product. So if you go to ServiceDesk Plus product, and when you create the technician, for example, let me edit this technician. So if I scroll down, I can enable login for this technician and enable access to Desktop Central and MDM plugin functionality. This ensures that this technician has privilege to work with Desktop Central features within Desktop Central. I'm sorry, ServiceDesk Plus product. The menus from ServiceDesk Plus product, and making use of all the software packages from the service request, initiating remote session from the service request. Question number 4, can I integrate only the tools like remote control and chat instead of complete Desktop Central? Yes, absolutely it is possible, as we have tools product as a standalone application which can be added to your ServiceDesk Plus product. ServiceDesk Plus product can be integrated with the tools add-on, so which helps you to initiate a remote session, chat session, managing remote desktop functions within ServiceDesk Plus product without having the complete Desktop Central Enterprise suite. So how long will it take for the data to be posted from Desktop Central to ServiceDesk Plus product? Every time you get the latest updated information from our agent, Desktop Central server will immediately generate an XML file and put it in ServiceDesk Plus product. So every 2 minutes once, ServiceDesk Plus product reads that information from the XML generated. So obviously, it's going to be immediately posted by Desktop Central server to ServiceDesk Plus product. ServiceDesk Plus product reads the information within the 2 minutes of a cycle. So number 6, when a computer is added or removed in domain, should I make the changes manually, or how can this be handled by Desktop Central? In Desktop Central, we have a setting called admin tab, SOM policy, and AD sync settings. This ensures when a new machine is added to the product, install agents and add it to the product console. Likewise, delete inactive computers. When a machine is removed from Active Directory, when a machine is inactive for a long time, that will delete from the product scope of management page. So when a machine is removed from this product scope, this should also affect ServiceDesk Plus product. How to ensure that? If I go to Admin tab, ServiceDesk Plus settings, and add asset data for computers, I have an option, action to be performed on ServiceDesk Plus product, when the computers are removed from SOM page. So I can choose remove the asset so that as soon as the machine is removed from Desktop Central, it will also be removed from ServiceDesk Plus asset information. Question number 7, will this integration help me to patch computers from ServiceDesk Plus product? Yes, after the integration, I will be able to see the complete Desktop Central menu from ServiceDesk Plus product, including software deployment and patch deployment. So I can initiate patch deployment from ServiceDesk Plus product. I can initiate automatic patch deployment task or install a patch on demand, and I can see the status of all the configurations from here too. Question number 8, will this integration help me to manage computers which are located in remote office locations? Yes, absolutely. All we need is the agent-server communication, irrespective of where the machine is located. Ensure that the client machine can contact Desktop Central server. If you can contact Desktop Central server, obviously you can manage the machine even from ServiceDesk product. All right, this ends our webinar training session on ServiceDesk Plus and Desktop Central integration. Please rate us, rate our service, the training on a scale between 1 to 5, where 5 is the best. Your rating will help us to improve the training content and the quality of the training sessions. Please spread the word about our Desktop Central training program, Desktop Central in LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. So you can use the hashtag #DesktopCentral, #ManageEngine. Here is our next training schedule. It's on imaging and OS provisioning on 21st June. As usual, we have 2 schedules, 6:30 a.m. GMT for Europe, Middle East, and Asia and Australia time zone, and 11:30 a.m. ADT for USA, UK, Canada, and Mexico time zones. All right, thank you so much for your time. Have a nice day.